Hello, welcome to my channel. Hello, welcome to my personality development channel. In this session, I am going to discuss about the public speaking, how to speak before audience. How to speak before audience. It is the today's master class. It takes nearly 1.5 hours. And before starting, I introduce myself. Hi, this is Raghava Reddy. I have been in teaching field for the last 20 plus years, and I am teaching online with this personality development for the last 1 year actively, and I am reaching many people, hundreds of people through the YouTube channel and also my Facebook group. How many of you would like to overcome stage fear? Raise your hand. Type in the chat. How many of you would like to overcome stage fear? How many of would you like to get better health in 30 days? How many of you do how many of you would like to build a personal brand and a business or influence in this one in this area? Hello, everybody. My name is Raghava Reddy and I welcome to you to my public speaking masterclass. Thank you for investing your energy and time and energy and patience. I guarantee you that by the end of this workshop, you will get all the essentials to stand before you and speak perfectly before an audience. Hence, I request you to take a notebook and also pen and take notes and also practice these sessions. Practice these sessions. With the practice only, you will become a better speaker, an outstanding speaker. And I will introduce what we call I already had introduced myself and I will tell you about my background. I was born in a small village called Cherumadavaram near Khammam district, Khammam headquarter in Telangana, and I always dreamed of a better financial life for me and my parents. And when I was in school, it was very difficult for me to speak in English, but I worked hard, did practice daily, and now I am able to give speeches in English on YouTube and Facebook platform, and also live workshops are also being conducted. So with hard work, it is possible. And I am a psychologist, NLP practitioner, NLP expert, and a life coach. With these introductory remarks, and I will give you some of your thoughts. How many of how many of you would like to run your own online business or webinar? Type yes in the type me in the box. How many of you would like to be more popular in your life? How many of you would like to communicate better? How many of you would like to speak before audience and express yourself and sell more, market more? How many of you would like to remain healthy in your life and with physical and mental fitness? And type me in the box. And I request you, this presentation, this class is full of ideas, concepts, practical concepts, purposefully grouped together, and they have a tendency to change your life. So be careful, take note of the key points, and practice regularly. If you want what we call one-to-one coaching or group coaching, you may call to my number and request the coaching program. You take my number 9392 453066. Once again, 9392 453066. So we will be jumping into the session, going into the session. In this session, we will discuss the public speaking or how to speak before audience. How to speak before audience without any fear. Fearlessly you can speak, and also you can present your ideas, sell your concepts, sell your products very easily. In this program, first of all, the key points are all narrated. It is giving all the key points, the practical points, very what we call thoroughly researched. So they have tendency to change your life. So be careful and use them and enjoy them and get the results. When you get the results and you post your the results in the box so that everybody will get inspired and they will also using this program. And before starting, I will remind you that you subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share my video. Okay, we we discuss about the various topics, the nature of public speak. The speech, the speech itself contains three important factors. I will discuss many points. You take the points according to the situation. One is thought, and the second one is emotion. The third one is will. I will work. I will achieve. So this willpower will be there in this body. So the first one is thought. The thought is what we call a, a tool, an instrument with which we talk with ourselves. With which we talk with ourselves. We speak to communicate. So public speaking or how to speak before audience and what we call how to present ideas, it is also one of the communication skill. Speech, our speech conveys to the audience a mental picture of what is there in the mind of what we call myself. That is, the speaker conveys to the audience a mental picture of what he is thinking. So thought is one of the important instrument in speech. So you have to control and polish your thoughts. And the next one is emotion. Emotions, emotions, emotions are what we call a driving force. Emotions color what we call thought. Emotion gives color to the thought. Emotions give color to the personality. Though thought gives the logic to the speech, but emotion gives the what we call the force. The what we call thought gives logic to the speakers, logic to the audience. But the appeal of the speaker to what we call audience is based on emotion. So we have to differentiate here two things. One is what we call thought, the other is what we call emotion. So thought gives the logical part of influencing the audience, interacting with the audience. The appeal of the thought to take action by the speaker will influence the audience with emotion. So the emotion and the thought will work together. And here the next one is what we call the third point, what we discussed here. It is will. The will gives personality and convincing power to the speech. The will gives personality and also the what we call convincing power to the speech. So here thoughts, what we call, we gives supplies the what we call energy, oxygen to the what we call speech, like breath is to the what we call the person. So here thoughts breathe and words that burn. Thoughts breathe and words that burn will be enhanced by the willpower. So, in the nature of what we call public speaking, there are three factors. One is thought instrument, the second one is emotion, the third one is will. Are you following? If you are following, type yes in the box. The next one is the forms of what we call the public discourse, public speaking. How many forms it will be there? The what we call the public speaking can be what we call divided into five types. One is a description, the second one is the narration, the third one is the exposition, fourth one is argumentation, and the fifth one is persuasion. Now we will discuss about the uh, description. The forms of public speech. How many forms are there? Five forms are there. What are the five forms? Number one, description, narration. Two, number third, exposition. Number five, fourth, argumentation. Number fifth, what we call persuasion. So these are different forms of public speech. When we are speaking from the stage, when we are standing before the audience, we may take any one of these five forms, or we may take more than one also, and depending on our what we call ability and also situate demand at that point, we may use many school skills. These are all tools. These are all tools of public speaking. The viewpoint. What is viewpoint? What is public speaking? So before we going to talk about a topic, a subject, uh, before audience, we establish a point of view before audience and maintain it. When we are maintaining a point of view, it will convey what we call attitude to the audience. Attitude to the audience. The attitude may be what we call working like a GPS. When we see the map, on the map there will be dots. There will be millimeters and centimeters will be there. Like that, our idea about a particular subject is also a what we call an inch or a millimeter on the map. So here we have to, before we start our speech, we have to convey our viewpoint to the what we call the audience. It is called as viewpoint. And the next one is if the topic is not already discussed and elaborated, briefly and comprehensively outline whole scene before describing it in detail. Before we going to explain it, create what we call the situation, create the outline, and give a clear cut tone and spirit to the entire speech. Like this, we'll give the attention of the audience, what we are speaking, what they are expecting, like that. We have to build the expectations. And the next one is cut out all ideas and words not necessary to produce the effect you desire. When we are talking on a subject, you define and what you are going to speak and what you are not going to concern with, so that all the non-essentials will be taken out. And details, what we call, give a detailed picture and know what we call no blocks, no negative feeling in the picture. So don't give suspense or doubt or what we call the negative ideology before you start the speech. Moreover, when the subject is there, give about overall idea about the subject, the key features, what is it, what it is not, what is it and what it is not. Like that, it is possible to give the good impression to the what we call audience. And when you are going to present your ideas in the form of a speech before audience, you are going to explain them, teach them, inform them, give data in a natural, logical, and orderly manner. So hold the things in proportion. You the subject contains various points, and every point should be in a proportionate way. First and final impressions remains the longest. So first give the good impression, and at the last closing session you maintain the best impression, and make a what we call call to action, make a powerful and effective summary by the end of the what we call speech or lecture. It is called as a part of description. The next one is called as narration. So in the speaking, various patterns are there, various methods and strategies are there. So these are what we call various strategies found in the literature of the public speaking. We are giving outline to you. So before practicing various sessions, you take note down and practice these sessions so that you will feel better. Narration. Narration is about the subject. The subject in narration is presented in different way. First of all, give the outline. The next one is give the what we call details in short. After that, you explain the what we call what you are going to do with the subject, and later you go and explain the various parts. So it is a narration part. The next one is what we call the exposition part. So exposition, what is exposition? Exposition is a clear and simple setting forth of what a thing really is. Simply explaining what a thing is. Suppose it is a thing. Explaining to a person who did not know about a ball pen, it is a method of explaining in a clear and simple words. It does not deal with the reasons. It does not deal with arguments. It confines itself to inquiry as to what things mean, as to how they differ from other things. So it is what we call the exposition. In exposition, the next one is another point of exposition is classification. So the pens, various types of pens may be classified and organized into various groups, class, order, genus, and species like that in a systematic manner. So it is grouped in related subjects. It is synthetic. It is a synthetic. That is association of similarities. Similarities. The next one is division. So the division is analytic. The thinking in a division mode, it divides the subject and expose the parts. it divides the subject and expose the parts, various parts. It is cap, it is a refill, it is made of plastic, so it is concerned with the plastic. It is what we call ink, it is concerned with ink. So it is called as analytic part. In the analytic part there will be analysis, and we find the differences. We find the what we call differences between the objects of a particular area. Like that in speech also, we synthesize, that is synthetic, classification is synthetic, and the division is analytic. The next one is what we call the next method is also there. It is called as a generalization. Generalization gives a subject overall view. So the pen, the book, the what we call classroom, the blackboard, the piece of chalk, all these are in general concerned with the classroom. So it is generalization. So division is there, that is separation is there, synthesis is there. So these are the methods we are to use in dealing with our topic and preparing our speech in public speaking. It is called as exposition. The next one is when we are presenting an what we call a topic, we may be talking uh, talking positively or negatively for or against about something. So so it is called as building an argument or breaking down an argument. Suppose an important issue will be there. So war is there. War is not suggestible. It is suppose it is the topic. So war is good or war is not good. So you may talk about a war. When you are going to talk about war or world war, you have to build an argument according to the topic, or breaking down an argument which is already given in the form of a statement. So there will be pros and cons. See, it is the topic what we call ingredients we have to include in our presentation. The next one is not only we are going to present, and not only we are going to what we call group ideas or separate ideas or see the ideas overall, but there is what we call another thing. It is called as a persuasion. Persuasion is the art of moving to action by means of reason. The reason may be emotional appeal, reason may be what we call cognitive decision. So it should what we call appeal. Persuasion is a appeal to take action. So it is addressing to the reason, logic, truth. It is addressing to the principles. It is appeal to the law to take the action according to the law. It is working. The next one is emotion. The suppose when the speaker is on the stage, you have to present all the ideas, and at the end he has to appeal to the emotions of the audience. When he is appeal to the emotions of the audience, he must be in a position he must be in a position to enjoy the emotion, that particular emotion in his body, and it will be elevated in the audience to move people, what we call to what we call if you want the people to enjoy so and so emotion, if you want people to feel sad, if you want people to feel bad, if you want people to feel good, they are not going to feel the emotion you suggested. So paint a good picture. Paint a big picture, glowing word picture, glowing with what we call what your emotion is needed, dealing with vast, powerful, and impressive objects. So create a picture in the minds of what we call audience. with words. Paint the what we call words. Paint the words in the form of pictures so that they will visualize. They will visualize. They enjoy the what we call emotions. So public speaking gives you energy. Public speaking helps you to get more sales because it reaches the what we call customers. It influences the prospects. It influences the what we call other people. It influences the what we call family members to get together. You may sit together, talk together, and exchange your views in a systematic way. You will run your team in a systematic way. So we have to paint what we call a picture in the mind of the audience so that they will follow and they will enjoy the emotion. After enjoying emotion, we have to appeal to the will, appeal to their consciousness, the will. It may be done by thought, or it may be done by emotion, or by thought and emotion. The skillful person, the skillful speaker will take advantage of every pain, every tear, every problem in the audience and cause them to what we call enlarge them and they help them. So when you are dealing with speaking, focus on your abilities to reach the people and their problems, find their problems, enhance their what we call problems, show the what we call the solutions, so that they will impress. They will be impressed by this method. They will be impressed by this method and they will what we call tune to your dialogues. The next one is types of speeches. The speeches are what we call classified into various kinds. The kinds of public discourse are the kinds of what we call speaking. The first one is impromptu speeches. Impromptu speeches. So impromptu speaking is speaking without a preparation. Speaking without preparation is not good. It is what we call sometimes seems to be good, but it leads to bias. It leads to prejudice. It does not contain facts and figures. It does not produce a sale. It does not produce a result. So you don't take this type of speech, this type of speaking. It is a waste of time and also energy, money also. The next one is well prepared speech. Well prepared speech also called as extemporaneous speeches. Extemporaneous speeches. It is well prepared speech. The speaker may have slip and notes on a slip, and in between he may go through the notes, go through various points and go on speaking. It is called as a well prepared speech. It is highly used in nowadays. The next one is declamations. Declamations means it is a selection of a prose or a poetry to speak before audience. So in this speech, in declamations, prose or poetry are used and they are recited from the memory. Recited from the memory in a public speech. It is having a limited scope. A limited scope. It may be entertainment. It may be used for entertainment and sometimes engaging the audience in a entertainment way. The next one is orations. Orations. Orations are it is well prepared and dignified discourse. It is scientific, what we call public speaking. It is discussed on a special occasion. It is particularly to a particular group of people, not all people. not all ages, not all what we call genders, not all what we call all employees. It is to a particular group of people. It is well prepared. It may be scientific. It may be technical. It may be marketing. It may be what we call sales. Various meetings will be there. So it is one of the orations. The kinds of oratory. The oratory is described as what we call forensic. Forensic oratory means it is studying in a critical manner. It is studying in a critical manner and it is finding the truth. It is finding the truth and also protecting personal interests, corporate interests, or civil rights. So it is forensic. It is not used in what we call a daily life. It is presented to what we call to the judges or juries. Judges are juries. So it is what we call it is having some legal nature. Legal nature, and when the human rights are violated, and when legal issue is there, when there is a discrimination is there, forensic will be used. The next one is deliberative. Deliberative. Deliberative oratory is political. It deals with personal questions. It affects the what we call a body of individuals. It is body of individuals. The next one is sacred. Sacred means what we call speaking in churches, in temples, in mosque. It is what we call personal. It is addressed from the stage, from mic to many people. It is also having a religious appeal. The next one is occasional. That is demonstrative. So this demonstrative kind of oratory is what we call it is only used to impress the truth than to take the action. Impress the truth, inform the audience. It is used. It is educational, and it is not what we call the particularly uh, call to action. It is not used for business marketing, and it is not team management, sports. It is not used. So these are some the kinds of oratory. How many kinds of oratory is there? Please type in the box. How many kinds of oratory is there? The next one is eloquence. Eloquence is a special gift taking possession of the audience minds. Taking a possession of audience minds. So it is one of the eloquence means talking influently, talking with fluence and influencing the crowds, influencing the large audience. So it is a skill developed through the earlier methods. It is a logic on fire. It is called as a logic on fire by Lehman Beecher. Lehman Beecher. The preparation of the discourse. So here we are going to discuss it in five parts. The first part is the theory of public speaking. We discussed the theory up to this point. In theory, how many points we have completed? The first one is nature of public speaking, the forms of public speech, We completed part 1. Part 1, the theory of public speaking we completed. In this one, we discussed about the nature of public speech, the forms of public speech, the kinds of public discourse, the kinds of oratory, and eloquence. So we go to the next topic, the preparation of the discourse. The preparation of the discourse. In this preparation of the discourse, we study the key points, nearly 7 or 8 key points. The first one is originality. First one is originality. So originality means everybody should honor the rights of other person. That is, intellectual rights should be honored. If you got a concept from new idea from another speaker, you have to mention you have to narrate that the idea is from so and so person. So it is giving a credit to the original original thinker. So in this process, we may find a clubbing of the ideas without giving a reference to the source, without giving a reference to the owner. It is simply it is called literary theft. Literary theft. Hence, whenever we are taking a concept, a quotation, an idea, a research finding, a methodology, it is necessary, it is compulsory, or it is mandatory to give reference. So, originality is a relative term. All the knowledge in the world from generations, it is presented. Old knowledge is presented in a new form. A new combination of old materials is being carried in all fields of human life, including technology, including business, commerce, literature, everything. There will be presentation of, or what we call resetting the old ideas into new concepts, new methods, new ideas is there. So if you directly use the old already stated facts, you have to give reference to the what we call original thinker. So how we can produce originality? So originality can be produced to some extent, and we may adapt many things in life from other people and also previous knowledge from generations. Are you following? We are talking about preparation of the speech, preparation of the discourse. In the preparation of the discourse, what we are discussing? We are discussing about the sources of originality. Originality may be produced by the individuals. Originality may be produced by comparing one idea with another idea and producing another idea. And originality may be produced by observation of nature. Originality may be produced by the parallel thinking, the general thinking and parallel thinking. So these are some of the ideas about originality of the subject, originality of the topic, which we are going to discuss in a speech. When we are going to select a subject, we have to find out certain what we call ideas. We have to find out some facts. So, suppose you are going to speak before an audience. So, you have to understand who will be there, who will be your audience, what subjects should interest them, what will be the intelligence of the average audience, what subjects are timely, what other speakers or activities are on the program, what will be the spirit of audience, what what is the object of the meeting, exactly how many minutes are assigned to me, what is the time, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, what time, how many minutes are assigned to me. So it is what we call, we have to find out before preparation of the what we call speech notes, and we have to find the subject, and you may use the internet, chat gpt, etc, etc, and you have to at least find that, at last find that what you are expert in, and also what they expect, the audience expect. That is the important point there. What is due the subject, the speaker. So we discussed how many points in preparation of the speech. The number one, originality. The next one, subject. The third one is title. What is the third one? Title. Title should be having certain characters. The title should be simple. It should not be too long. It should be simple. Title should be attractive. Title should be truthful. Title should be what we call describe something about the what we call the speech. Give more information about the what we call the speech. So we discussed how many points about the speech. We discussed the title should have attractive title, truthful title, descriptive title, short length title. How many points we discussed here about the title? Four titles. So we are all having all these ingredients in the what we call public speech. Public speaking means it is not simply going to the stage and talking and feeling that I got fear, I got fear. No, it is not. When you prepared well, when you trained yourself well, when you get the help of a coach or mentor, you can get the right way to speak before audience. The next one is material. You have to collect material concerned with the subject what you are going to speak before audience. So the first one is the material related to the subject. Nowadays it is not necessary go to library, but if you have your own library in the home, you go to your home library and collect all the books concerned with the topic. If you don't have a set of books, and order from Amazon, or go to what we call internet and search on your topic. And after that, you take the take all the information in concern with the title. In concern with the title, according to your title, you try to develop and write your notes. Without writing notes, without composing the right ideas, and you cannot develop a good effect on the Amazon, good effect on the audience. So when you find various facts, various what you call sources of information, you compose them and observe all the facts. Read the what we call various topics and think about them. Start writing notes and manage the notes in a clean order. So you write one time, two times, or three times also, and update the notes. Like that, you will be having your own what we call material and things. When you are writing, first write the outline, the topic, how what it should contain. You write the outline, later write the content. Write the content. When you write the content, when you are writing your speech notes, concentrate on the what we call topic. Keep the audience in your mind's eye. Mind's eye. The focus on the subject before you. Transfer the state of mind and feeling to your audience. So the speech should be in such a way that the ideas, the concepts, the feelings should be transferred to the audience. Write the draft and check the what we call title, check for errors, and also recheck whether these notes is useful to the needs of the audience. Needs of the audience. If it is yes, it is okay, good. When you are completing, finalizing, identify these some of the ideas. You choose your style, choose your energy level. Think that you are having full energy and what we call climb over to the energy, high level of energy level in mind, and maintain that energy level. And you practice the speech, read the speech, practice the speech, and make your words, choose your words, and make your words hit the mind with the impact of a bullet. The words you use in the what we call a speech should hit the mind of the audience like a bullet. You keep all the rules, but the rules should be your servants, not your masters. Don't develop many rules and you don't speak for the rules. All the rules, all the logic should be help you to speak better, to speak better. So it should be remembered. So what are the key points in writing? Writing the notes, key points, yes, type in the chart. Type in the chart. Okay, very good, very good. I am observing you. So I enabled chat in Zoom. You type in the Zoom. So we have to what we call check the notes. Already prepared notes is there to be finalized, and you have to keep in the right way. Keep in various parts. The introduction, the statement or thesis of the speech, the discussion, the closing, and these are the key points. So keep these points. How many points are there? Introduction, statement or thesis, the discussion, the closing. How many divisions are there in the speech? So make the speech in four divisions. Four divisions. Moreover, you have to develop a appropriate vocabulary. Appropriate vocabulary to to be fluent in English, because many of the speeches are in English today, because English is global language. In India, English is also one of the connecting language. For this purpose, you have to get the grip on the what we call English language. If you are speaking in your local language, it is okay. But if you want to speak in English, you have to develop the capacity to speak before audience in English. For this purpose, you have to develop a vocabulary to develop vocabulary, one of the thing I suggest is read great speeches. Read great speeches of great men and women. Great men and women, like what we call Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mother Teresa, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and various people are there. So you study those speeches and note their style and usage of words. Gather words, collect those words in the form of what we call a vocabulary book, vocabulary notebook. So you maintain a vocabulary notebook. In that book, you add all these words, and whenever there is a new word, use a new word 5 times. 5 times. When there is a unknown, when there is a new word, difficult word, or unfamiliar word, get the meaning of each word. Get the meaning of each word. When you are collecting meanings from the dictionary, you collect 3 meanings, 5 meanings, or 6 meanings, and also usage of each word. Usage of each word. Like that, you have to build your vocabulary. When you are having 300 words vocabulary in English, you can speak English. You can understand English. You can understand, you can read English. You can read English. If you have 300 words, you can read English with a certain level of difficulty. When you are having 3000 words of vocabulary and also 3000 sentences in your mind, you can understand the teaching and learning process in English. When you have more than 3000 words, if you got 10,000 words in English, you can speak like a professor or a lecturer in English. So, collect new words and collect meanings so that you will be better in speaking in English. And at the same time, you also find out the differences between the what we call words. Find out synonyms and also antonyms, and find out using what we call words in the conversations, and also find the meaning in our mother tongue also. So these are some of the what we call uh, some of the ideas, and there is some style also. So according to what we call the dictionary habit and also style, we are having certain points to remember. When you are speaking before audience, do not use words which are not in use. Do not use words which are not in use. Do not use standard words, difficult words, unfamiliar words. Moreover, avoid local words. Avoid local language when you are speaking with a urbanized or cosmopolitan audience. And do not use foreign word until it become taken by the society, until it has become naturalized. Follow the style of best speakers. Do not use a word more than one sense in the same speech. When you have a doubt regarding meaning of a word, consult dictionary or replace that word with another word. Simple words are more effective in public speaking. Short sentences should be used for vigor. emphasis, rapid movement, and impassioned discourse. But short sentences should be minimum, less in number. Too many short sentences creates confusion. For details, smoothness, and rhythm, style, use long sentences. Use both small and long sentences, all types of sentences. Do not attach a supplementary expression to the end of an already completed sentence. Do not mix different ideas in a speech. End with words that deserve distinctions. So these are some of the ideas concerned with the dictionary habit and sentences. Here there will be certain style also. These are some of the things we discussed here. What are some of the rules? How many rules are there? What are rules of speaking? Rules of speaking, we already discussed. What are the rules of speaking? Do not use words which are not in use. Do not use standard words, technical words. So take note of all these words and practice in your what we call speech. So here preparation of the speech. Uh, Speaker. We are discussing about the theory of public speaking completed, preparation of the speech completed. The third one is preparation of the speaker. The preparation of the speaker involves four, ta- four, uh, four parameters. Four parameters. Previous preparation, preparation for expression by voice, preparation for expression by action, preparation by drill. How many points are there? In the third part, 4 points are there. Previous preparation, preparation for expression by voice, preparation for expression by action, preparation by drill. So these are what we call important points. Previous preparation. What is the previous preparation for what we call the speaker? They are three in number. One is physical, next one is mental, the third one is moral. What about the what we call physical? So the physical preparation should be the individual should have robust good health, and he should have good throat and a good what we call a maintenance of speaking ability, and he should maintain certain appearance, good appearance. So these are the physical things. We are not getting into too what we call details. The next one is mental preparation. So, what is mental preparation? The speaker should have general knowledge about the society, the audience, and the public at a current level. He should have memory, good memory. If he forgets about the speech, everything is gone. So he should have what we call good voice. He should have originality. He should have certain imagination. Imagine about the audience, to imagine about the future, to paint the pictures, word pictures in the minds of audience. So the speaker contains logical logical thinking and logical activities around the audience and also people, and the speaker should be able to convey the what we call figures of oratory. Various data should be organized. So it is called as in previous preparation it is concerned with cognitive or higher order mental activities. The next one is moral. The speaker should have spiritual belief, the character. He should talk from the inner side, the self. He should be fearless. He should be sympathetic. He preserve. He should have perseverance and industry. So the speaker should have strong commitment and willing to contribute, share the knowledge is also one of the asset of the speaker. If these qualities are there, the speaker will get success very easily. So the preparation of the what you call speaker by voice. For voice, what we call voice presentation, you should have hygiene. The hygiene of the nostrils, the hygiene of the throat should be there. He should practice a daily regular breathing. When he is able to practice regular breathing, his levels of energy will be more. And there will be what we call elements of expression by the voice, force, pitch, time, pause, emphasis, and control. These are some of the tools of the speaker about the voice. We will discuss these points later in advanced course in detail. The next one is pronunciation. The pronunciation should be in a systematic way. Articulation, accentuation, enunciation. So these are part of pronunciation. So here the next one is preparation for expression by action. So action means the individual should be able to have certain posture. He should what we call have his hands, head and shoulders, feet in a what we call systematic way. He should not lean when he is going to speak with others, and he should not go to audience, and he should not lean over the audience. He should not confine to a corner of that what we call desk. So he should have what we call a systematic action. He should have what we call facial expression should be clear. He should have gestures. He should have gesture. He should see and respond to audience in a systematic way with the body language. So these are what we call expression by action. The next one is preparation by drill. So when the speaker is practicing, he should stand before a mirror or stand before a mobile. Android is there, Android camera is there. Switch on Android camera and record the voice, and he has to test his voice. He has to test his voice, test his presentation and expression, voice, and also action, so that it will be in a systematic way. He has to evaluate himself. He may take the advice of family members, he may take the advice of friends, so that he can improve with the practice and with applying these principles. The fourth point is helps and hindrances in the audience. So when you are facing the audience, you first of all note down whom are you to talk to. Whom are you talk to? Suppose if you are coming from education background, if you are going to talk with the marketing team, what topic you have to discuss? So first get the clarity, and so that you will prepare well. You will prepare well. What is the nature of public assemblies? What is the nature of the stage and audience? What characteristics of successful speakers seem most to please audience? Some people will talk excellently from the audience. They get the applause. They everybody will praise them. They will entertain the audience. But how you are going to present that one? How they are presenting to the audience? And also, what is the condition? What is the what we call what is your serial list on the name of speakers? Suppose it is a workshop. In the workshop, five speakers, six speakers are going to speak. What is your turn? Is it before the what we call lunch break, or after the lunch break, or after all the sessions? So, where is your turn? So, how you will prepare? How you will engage? So, when you are going to speak before audience, and you have to start the speech with a story, or you may start with a quotation of a great personality concerned with the audience or concerned with the subject. You may share your experience. You may narrate one experience from the last week or last Sunday, or you may give a story from magazine. You may share the data, statistics to the audience. Anyhow, your starting point in a speech should be attention grabbing. Attention grabbing. So, in the first moments of the delivery are very important. And when you are speaking, stand before the audience in on the middle of the stage on the dais. Don't go to podium and hide before a podium. Don't go backside of the room immediately. Stand before the what we call audience. Introduce yourself. Take the permission of the audience and start with a story. Start with a quotation. Start with an news item. Start with any one thing. How to start. When you are doing that one, you ask questions to engage the audience and change the state of mind of audience frequently so that you will get touch with the audience. Here, when you are going to present the what we call you are giving your presentation, you may watch every one in the audience. You focus to the last person in the audience and also gauge throughout the audience. Don't teach one person in the front row. Don't focus only one person near you. Watch entire audience. Stand before audience. Stand erect in a systematic way. If there is a slide, expose the slide, display the slide, and show the slide, and you speak to the audience. Don't read from the slide. If you read from the slide, it is your speech is becoming a zero. Always speak from your memory. If it is very, very necessary, if you are going to speak more than 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, you maintain a what we call brief note of subtopics, important key points. And from key points, you start speaking. Use the what we call the flip chart or PowerPoint, and also you interact with the audience with questions, with responses by repeating the concepts, asking the opinion of audience, asking the audience to share their opinion. Like that, you engage the system. You engage the system. If you take a PowerPoint with 150 slides, 200 slides with a lot of content, if you go on explaining from the content, the speech will be lot of confusion, lot of bore. The audience will not follow. They will not be engaged, and you will not get a sale. You will not present your ideas. You will not appeal to their emotions. So these are some of what we call ideas regarding the uh, course of what we call delivery. At the end of the speech, at the end of the speech, you narrate. You narrate the key points, ask questions, and ask audience to clarify their doubts with questions. Before that, you narrate entire topic with key points and ask the audience to help you to recall the topics so that you may give chance one after another. So from this side, what are the key points? Number one, number two, number three, number four. If it is not correct, what is number three? Ask another person. Like that, engage all the audience and then get all the topics. And after that, you invite questions. If the audience audience are going to ask many questions, give chance to one by one and provide a microphone for the audience, and also you hold the microphone with you also. So like that the session will be more and more interesting and more and more what we call inspiring. At the end, you also offer before closing, before question answers Q&A, you offer resources. You offer your next program. Those who are interested may go backside and get the registration for next program. Suppose I am here, I am providing you that I will give you one-to-one coaching or group coaching regarding public speaking. Whoever there is a person interested in learning practically the public speaking through the Zoom interaction or recorded courses, you may call to my number 9392453066. Book a call or call me so that I will respond to you. The next one is the last one, do's. When you are talking, talk with confidence, as if you are talking to a friend. Make your presentation in a conversation mode. Speak with simple words. Fear nothing. You are painting words in the audience. You are helping the audience to grow to a certain level. You are providing various factors, various skills to the audience. So you follow this line of thought. This line of thought gives you more strength and confidence. You are helping the audience. You researched your topic and you have more information, more experience than anybody in the audience. You are presenting these topics to fulfill a need, so their need will be fulfilled. They will be more what we call resourceful. They will be more what we call empowered after the session. So give all these things in a systematic way, patiently, and a orderly manner. But you do not leave the thought pattern. You do not leave the what we call do not leave your speech, the topic. Do not leave your topic, and don't run with another topic. Children will run for a butterfly. They will forget everything and they chase the butterfly. So butterflies are not useful to you. If you want to succeed in the public speaking, you have to connect with your highway of your thought. Highway of your thought. It is the expressway. Don't get down and chase the butterflies. And if there is an applause in the audience, if there is an appreciation in the audience, don't be don't be carried away by applause. Do not raise an emotion in yourself or audience which cannot be directed, which cannot be benefited to you or to the audience. To the audience. Do not let your voice, do not let your voice inaudible toward the close of a word or a sentence. Don't gulp, don't gulp words and sentences. Don't eat away words and sentences at the end. Pronounce each word, each sentence clearly so that the last person in the audience will also able to listen carefully. Don't let your words be bigger than your ideas. So you speak harmoniously with humility. Speak with humility. Speak with a service mode, service nature. So that when you speak with service nature, service mode, it will be accepted. And there will be loyal followers will be there in your what we call audience. It is the time for what we call the it is the time for what we call a recall and a recapitulation. Now here we are going to invite for a question answers Q&A. Before Q&A, we are going to recall all the points. Now we will recall what are the key points here. So how to speak before audience? It is the topic. How to speak before audience? How to speak before audience without fear? It is the topic. In this topic, we discussed the key points. So what are the key points here? The key points you type in the box. Type in the comments. What are the key points you type? I will try to recall the key points. What is the how many parts are there? Four parts or five parts? How many parts are there in the session? The the entire discourse, entire speech is divided into how many parts? One part, two part, three parts, four, five, six, or 10. How many parts are there? So we are having parts. How many parts? Try to recall. We are having five parts. What is the first part? The theory of public discourse. What is the first part? Theory of public discourse. What is the second part? Preparation of the speech. What is the third part? Preparation of the speaker. What is the fourth part? Delivery. What is the fifth part? Do's and do nots for public speaking. So here in the what are the key points in the part 1? What are the key points in the part 1? Anybody recall and type in the box? What are the key points in the part 1? The theory of public speaking. The theory of public speaking. What are the key points? So you recall and try to give the key points. Here in the theory of public speaking, we are having how many parts are there? 5 parts are there. The nature of public speech, the forms of public speech, the kinds of public discourse, the kinds of oratory, and the eloquence. How many are there? 5 topics are there. Each one is again subdivided. Each one subdivided. The what is the second part? What is the second part? Second part is preparation of the speech. Preparation of the speech. What are the subtopics we discussed in the preparation of the speech? Anybody from audio audience? Type in the box. Anybody in the Zoom? Type there in the box. So, in the preparation of the discourse, the second part, part 2, we discussed 8 subtopics. Originality, the subject, the title, the material, the writing. Very good, very good, great, great. The grand division of the speech, very good, right, nice. Next one, how to acquire vocabulary, rules of speaking. So we are having how many subtopics are there in the preparation of the discourse? It is nearly 8 subtopics are there. Now what is the next part? Part 1, part 2 completed. What is the part 3? What is the name of the part 3? Type in the box, in the comment box. Very good, very good, very good. Preparation of the speaker. Very good. In preparation of the speaker, in preparation of the speaker, how many topics we discussed? Recall. Type in the box. The 4 subtopics are there. Previous preparation, preparation for expression by voice, preparation for expression by action, preparation by drill. So how many subtopics are there? 4 subtopics are there. What is the next? What is the next part? Okay, fourth. Okay. What is the name of the fourth part? Delivery. Very good. How many? How many subtopics are there in the delivery? How many subtopics are there in the delivery? 2 subtopics. Very good. What are they? Type in the box. Helps and hindrances in the box, in the audience. Helps and hindrances in the audience. Okay. Number 2, facing the audience. Very good, very good, very good. Very good, very good, very good. Now, what is the part fifth? What is the part fifth? Last one. What is the part fifth? Do's and do nots for public speaking. Do's and do nots for public speaking. Nice. What are the subtopics there in the public speaking? One is do's, the other is do nots. 2 are there. So with this session, we come to the end of the session. I congratulate you for watching the video completely. If you want one-to-one coaching or group coaching to express your voice, to present your ideas before a sales meeting or before audience to a customer or a 100 or 1,000 customers, you may contact my number, take my help. I will be available to you. 9392. Take my number 9392 453066. 9392 453066. Okay. See you in the next master class. Okay. Bye.